OpenClaw plus GLM 5.1 plus Ollama or free AI agents. You are paying for AI tools you don't need to pay for. Every month, subscription after subscription. And the worst part? There's a completely free setup that does the same thing, because people don't know it exists. And if you're not using it right now, you are leaving real productivity and workflow efficiency on the table. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up free AI agents using OpenClaw GLM 5.1 and Ollama subscriptions. API costs, your data leaving your machine. I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, and I help people like you learn and actually implement AI tools that save time and improve how you work. At the end of this video, you're going to know what OpenClaw is, why GLM 5.1 is a strong fit for this setup, how to get the whole thing running, and what you can actually do with it. So stick around because the setup part alone is worth watching to the end. Let's get into it. So first, what is OpenClaw? OpenClaw is a personal AI assistant that runs locally on your own devices. According to the official Ollama documentation, it bridges messaging services, things like WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, Discord, and iMessage, to AI coding agents through a centralized gateway. Think about what that actually means. You send a message on WhatsApp, your AI agent picks it up, runs the task, and replies, all on your own hardware. Your data never touches the cloud. And here's the thing that makes it different from just running a chatbot. It doesn't just respond to one message and stop. It can execute tasks, search the web, read pages, and stay active in the background, ready to act whenever you need it. It also ships with a web search and fetch plugin that gets enabled automatically when you launch through Ollama. So right out of the box, your agent can search the web and pull readable content from pages. Let's talk about Ollama because this is what makes the whole thing free. Ollama is an open source platform that lets you run large language models locally. You pull a model, it downloads to your machine, and it runs entirely on your own hardware. Ollama officially added OpenClaw support in February 2026. You can launch the entire setup with one command, Ollama launch OpenClaw. When you run that, Ollama handles everything. It checks if OpenClaw is installed and prompts you to install via npm if it isn't. It shows a security notice about tool access on first launch. Pulls up a model selector. And then it configures the provider, installs the gateway daemon, sets your model as primary, and installs the web search plugin from one command. If you want to configure settings before anything starts, you run Ollama launch OpenClaw config. And if you want to go straight to a specific model, you use the model flag followed by your model name. Here's where it gets interesting. And this is the part I really want you to pay attention to. OpenClaw recommends a context window of at least 64,000 tokens for local models because it needs to hold a lot of information across a task session. Basic local models don't comfortably hit that. So model choice actually matters here. That's where GLM 5.1 comes in. GLM 5.1 is a next-generation flagship model built specifically for agentic engineering. It's available through Ollama right now and is listed as a compatible application directly on the GLM 5.1 model page. What makes it stand out? Most models hit a wall on long agentic tasks. They apply familiar techniques early, get some quick results, and then plateau. Giving them more time doesn't help. GLM 5.1 was designed to avoid that. According to the team behind it, the model handles ambiguous problems with better judgment and stays productive over longer sessions. Breaks complex problems down, runs experiments, reads results, and identifies blockers with precision. Revisiting its reasoning and revising its strategy through repeated iteration, it can sustain optimization over hundreds of rounds and thousands of tool calls. The longer it runs, the better the result gets. Benchmarks back this up. GLM 5.1 scores 58.4 on SBE Bench Pro, which tests a model's ability to solve real-world software engineering problems. On that benchmark, it leads Kimi K215 at 53.8, Gemini 3.1 Pro at 54.2, GPT 5.4 at 57.7, and Claude Opus 4.6 at 57.3. It also scores 68.7 on CyberGym for real-world technical problem solving and 68.0 on BrowseComp, which specifically tests web browsing and researchability, directly relevant given OpenClaw's built-in web search. And its context window is 198,000 tokens. That's more than 3 times the 64K minimum OpenClaw recommends, more than enough headroom for long, complex agent sessions. Note on cost. Ollama's cloud models, including GLM 5.1 Cloud, are available for free to start. Always check the current terms on ollama.com for the latest details. Before I walk you through the setup, I want to mention something. When I first started working with local AI agents, it was honestly overwhelming. So many tools, so many configurations, and it was hard to know what was worth my time versus what was just noise. That's why I built a community called AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 members, all focused on learning AI tools together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it, Community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link is in the description. Okay, let's walk through the setup. Step 1. Download and install Ollama. Go to ollama.com and grab the installer for your operating system. It runs on Mac, Windows, and Linux. Step 2. Run this command in your terminal, Ollama launch OpenClaw. If OpenClaw isn't installed yet, Ollama will prompt you to install it via npm automatically. Then it walks you through the model selector and sets everything up. Step 3. Pick your model. When the selector appears, choose GLM 5.1 Cloud. Skip the selector entirely and go directly to it. Ollama launch OpenClaw model GLM 5.1 Cloud. Step 4. Search is enabled automatically when you launch through Ollama. An important note from the official docs. If you're using a local model rather than a cloud model, web search requires you to sign in first with Ollama sign-in. Cloud models don't have that requirement. Step 5. Connect your messaging platform. Once the gateway is running, run OpenClaw configure section channels that connects WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, Discord, iMessage, or whichever platform you use. Once connected, you can message your agent from anywhere. Step 6. Test it. Send a message. Ask it to research something, summarize a page, help debug code, or walk through a multi-step task. That's the whole point of this setup. An agent that takes your message, acts on it, and comes back with the result. Now, 2 honest things before we wrap up. First, local models are not frontier models. For routine tasks, web research, summarizing, code help, file work, a good local model handles it well. For the most complex reasoning, cloud models still have an edge. The smart move is using Ollama as your primary free provider and keeping a cloud API as a fallback for edge cases. OpenClaw's gateway supports fallback chains natively, so you can set this up in your config. Security matters. The official Ollama docs include a security notice on first launch for a reason. OpenClaw agents can execute tools, make API calls, and access files. Know what you're giving your agent access to. If you're installing community plugins, understand what they do before enabling them. That's everything you need. And command to launch. GLM 5.1 for serious agentic work. Your own hardware. Your data stays private, and the cost is 0. If you're looking to go deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. For 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working? What's not? Which tools are worth your time? Which ones to skip? Hype. Just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in the description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links are in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 58,000 members who are crushing it with AI. If this was useful, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.